What's up, guys? So in this video, I want to start doing some more GUI because that's what I'm really into nowadays. And one of the most underrated properties, or the most unused property, in my opinion, is automatic size. Now, automatic size, I personally, it's tough to see what sort of behavior would happen, especially when you start having things under automatic sizing under other things. But generally, I'll show you a simple example on what it does. So let's say we have a normal frame. Let's set this background to gray, and we have another frame. This is just nothing happens. It's just a frame inside a frame. But if I put automatic sizing on this big one, we will see, and let's put it to X, we will see that if we position the frame, it will sort of expand and sort of try and contain this frame within it. And we can see it happen both ways through X and Y if we put this on, or we could just see it happen through Y if we just have this. Now, this is really cool in itself. You can make some really cool things with this, especially since that it has no scripting required. And you know, an extra note is that the minimum size it would be is just the size you currently have it as. And also another thing is that when it does sort of like change its size visually, it's not really setting that in the property. It's gonna stay the exact same way as it once did. Look, it's at 228 right now, and if I move it up, it's gonna still stay at 228. So what this means is that if I if the scale right now for a position is zero point 0.3, right? But if I move it down, let's move it down all the way over here, it's gonna be 1.5. And if you see this by itself, it wouldn't make sense that it would be 1.5 because it's under the frame. But if we turn this off, we can see that it is indeed outside of the frame. This automatic size just changes the way the frame is rendered. So that is also one thing to keep in mind, especially when you are sort of uh, scripting for with this feature on. And it's not just frames. It's also text labels, and text labels, it's pretty cool to see what it does with text labels. So let's say, for example, we have this, and let's add some content here. uh it's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be like this. And when you're trying to display info, you usually want to have the text cover as much as it can. You don't want it to cover uh you don't want it to over exceed and like loop out or overflow like this, and you don't want it to be super small like this either. It just looks ugly and blank. It looks so spacious. Now, to fix this is we can use automatic sizing, and it would change to fit the sort of information we have here. So, and automatic sizing with labels, it does get weird, but let's just hope it works. Okay, so we have automatic sizing. This changes to Y, and nothing happens. Let's see if we turn on wrapped, and this will just sort of like cut it off. So we turn on wrapped. Okay, now everything fits here. We probably don't have enough text, so let's add some more. And now it changes it. And this is sort of one of the benefits of having automatic size, is that it's sort of like it does all the work for you. You don't have to sort of script anything into sort of, oh, I have this many characters, I'll change the size to be triple or double. You don't have to do any of that. You'll just let all of this do all the work for you. And a bonus is there is sort of a subset to automatic size, which is only for scrolling frames. And you could probably already tell where this is going. If I, for example, let's make the the canvas size shorter so I don't have to make as much. Let's say I have a grid and I have some frames here. Let's say I have a bunch of them. Let's make the cell size bigger. And to make it visible, let's just make this darker. Okay, so let's say we have a bunch of these, right? And you know, we have so much where like there's a bunch of these that are at the bottom. We can't see them because you know the scroll bars is too small. And you could have like a basically enormous canvas size, but you know that doesn't look too pretty having all this space just for nothing. So what we can do is we can put this canvas size to 0, and this will just basically remove it entirely. But we can have we can turn on this automatic canvas size to Y, which will basically do what it did before with the frames, but instead of changing the size of the entire model, like we see if we use the regular automatic size, it's gonna enlarge this, which is not what we want. We want it to stay the same size, but if we add this, it's gonna change the canvas size to fit the last element in the table, which is awesome. And also, one other point I want to make is, let's say, for example, I have a regular text label, and let's add some content here. Uh, the anchor point right now is 0, 0, okay? And if I change the automatic size to X, it's gonna fill out starting from here and it's sort of gonna expand it, like how we do normally with when we grab it. Okay. Now if we change this to let me remove this. If we change this to 0.5 and 0, I guess, and then we turn it on, it's gonna expand through the middle and it's sort of gonna like symmetrically go from both sides, which is convenient if you need it. And also the last one is if you have the anchor point all the way to the right, it's just gonna expand it to the left, which is pretty cool. And I'm guessing if I haven't tested this yet, but let's see what happens if I have it the anchor point vertically down. I think it should go up. Oh, I guess I have to truncate. I mean, wrap. And yeah, it does go up. Pretty cool. Oh, I guess it's. Oh, there we go. I guess I just copied the first part. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It just goes up instead of down. So yeah, you can use that when it's applicable. And in my future videos, I want to see how much I can do with GUI, because GUI is one of the things I like to do the most. And I feel like when I review other people's GUI, there's usually things that they're small things, but especially when you start scaling things or start scripting them, they sort of like fall back on you. So I just want to give my best practices and see what sort of things that I sort of work with, or my workflow when working with GUIs. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.